typically. Every day gon' call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet. That's so typical. Body up and honest, that's so typical. Tell I could go off, that's so typical. Please don't mind us, that's so typical. That's so typical. Body up and honest, that's so typical. Tell I could go off, that's so typical.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Caleb going to throw right away. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
What is going on?
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
That's good for a Mexico City first down.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's Williams. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Williams. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
No, we changed it. 180.
Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Jackson. A short one here, caught by McBride. On the gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Go. Go ahead.
Jackson now. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Mitchell. Oh, what a juke into space. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So that does it for the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Back in a moment. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught by Tucker. Touchdown, Packers. Trey Tucker with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Devon Achane, 50 yards. And the Bulls are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. To the air, Williams. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A big play there. 55 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Packer at 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Tucker. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, it's Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A give, running right, Achane. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
They'll run, Achane. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Achane is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Packers 7.
These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. And the Packers first down.
Hey, middle. Tonight.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Hey, Ozzy. Hey, 180. 13.
Now it's Jackson. That's caught by Tucker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3
No, we changed it.
at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jalen Phillips. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Throwing is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now it's Jackson. And hauled in here by Rivera. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's been a fun one through 3. It always is. The final quarter of Super Bowl 62 is coming your way next. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bulls are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24. Packers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mykel Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. This is taken in by McBride. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bulls are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To the air, Williams. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And its defense here going to burn their second timeout.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Right side to Watson.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Jackson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise, the champions of Super Bowl 62. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.